Hi friends, today I am show you how to Maka ice cream at home. 3 methods. Method number 1. Step number 1. Simmer the milk. Pour 3 cups 710 milliliters of whole milk into a medium pot and place it on the stove. Heat the milk on medium-high for about 5 minutes or until it comes to a simmer. Take it off the heat as soon as bubbles form on the surface, and allow it to cool. 1. You can substitute heavy cream or a combination of whole milk and heavy cream if you prefer. Be careful not to let the milk to boil over. This recipe will make a basic vanilla ice cream base. If you want to create a specific ice cream flavor, you can add herbs such as lavender, coffee beans, or even chocolate into the milk to steep or melt into it. Step number 2. Combine the eggs, sugar, and salt. Add 8 egg yolks, 1 cup 200 grams of sugar, and a pinch of salt to a large bowl. Whisk the ingredients together until a thick paste forms. Step number 3. Cool the milk and add it to the egg mixture. Once the milk has cooled to room temperature, which should take about 10 minutes, slowly pour it to the egg mixture in a steady stream. Stir the milk in gently until it is fully incorporated. 3. Step number 4. Transfer the mixture to a pot and cook it until it reaches 170 degrees Fahrenheit, 77 degrees Celsius. When the egg mixture and milk are fully combined, return it to the pot. Place it back on the stove over medium-low heat. Stir the mixture in an S shape so you can scrape the bottom of the pot, and allow it to cook until it reaches 170 degrees Fahrenheit, 77 degrees Celsius. 4. Check the mixture's temperature with a candy or deep fry thermometer. You can also tell that the base has cooked enough when it is thick enough to cling to the back of your spoon. Step number 5. Strain the mixture over an ice bath and add vanilla. Place a wire mesh strainer over a bowl that's set in a larger bowl filled with ice water. Pour the ice cream base through the strainer and into the smaller bowl to remove any lumps. Next, mix in 1 teaspoon 5 milliliters of vanilla and stir well. 5. You can substitute a fresh vanilla bean for the extract if you prefer. Cut the bean in half and scrape the seeds out to mix them into the base. Method number 2. Step number 1. Freeze the maker's bowl overnight. The bowl that holds your ice cream base must be fully chilled so the cooling liquid inside it is frozen solid. Place it in your freezer until it's completely frozen, which should take 10 to 22 hours. 7. If you're having a problem with the bowl getting freezer burn, wrap it in a plastic bag before putting it in the freezer. Step number 2. Set the bowl in the machine and insert the mixing arm. When the bowl is completely frozen, remove it from the freezer and place it inside the ice cream maker. Next, place the dasher, or mixing arm, in the bowl to ready it for churning. 8. The bowl must be completely frozen. If it isn't, the ice cream base won't freeze fast enough, which will result in ice crystals. How exactly you reassemble the ice cream maker depends on the brand and how it is constructed. Refer to the manufacturer's instructions, if needed. Step number 3. Turn on the machine and add the chilled base. The ice cream maker should be turned on before you add the base so it begins churning it immediately. Carefully pour the base into the machine, then place the lid on top. 9. Step number 4. Allow the ice cream to process according to manufacturer instructions. Consult the manual that comes with your machine to know how long it takes for the ice cream to churn. In most cases, it will need 20 to 30 minutes to reach the proper consistency. 10. If you want to add mix-ins such as nuts, crumbled cookies, and candy pieces to the ice cream, you should also consult your manual. You'll likely be advised to add to them just before the ice cream is finished mixing. Step number 5. Transfer the ice cream to a freezer-safe container and freeze it until solid. When the ice cream maker is finished churning the ice cream, it will have the consistency of soft serve. If you like that texture, you can eat it right away. Otherwise, spoon it into a freezer-safe container with a lid and freeze it for another 2 to 4 hours. 11. Make sure your container is airtight to prevent the ice cream from becoming freezer burned. Mod number 3. Step number 1. Freeze a freezer-safe container. You'll need a freezer-safe, shallow pan or bowl to make the ice cream. Before you begin making the base, place the container in the freezer to chill it for 3 to 6 hours. 12. A stainless steel pan that's approximately 9 by 13 inches 23 by 33 centimeters works well for making the ice cream. Step number 2. Pour the base into the container and freeze it for a half hour. When the pan or bowl is properly chilled, transfer your prepared ice cream base to it and cover it. Return the container to the freezer for 20 to 30 minutes so the ice cream begins to solidify. 13. You'll know that the ice cream is ready for the next step when the edges just begin to freeze. Step number 3. Pour the base into the container and freeze it for a half hour. When the pan or bowl is properly chilled, transfer your prepared ice cream base to it and cover it. Return the container to the freezer for 20 to 30 minutes so the ice cream begins to solidify. 13. You'll know that the ice cream is ready for the next step when the edges just begin to freeze. Step number 4. Repeat the process of freezing and beating for about 2 hours. After you've broken up the ice cream into creamier texture, cover it again and return it to the freezer. Let it chill for another 20 to 30 minutes and then mix it again. Repeat this process another 3 to 4 times until the ice cream is firm but still creamy and smooth. 15. If you'd like to add crumbled cookies, brownies, or candy to the ice cream, mix them in by hand just before the last time you return the ice cream to the freezer. Step number 5. Store the ice cream in a freezer container until you're ready to serve it. If you aren't going to eat your ice cream right away, transfer it to an airtight, freezer-safe container. Store it in the freezer until you serve it. 16. It's a good idea to let the ice cream sit out for 5 to 10 minutes before you serve it so it's easier to scoop. Thanks, your ice cream complete.